things, please. Respect and facts. Go ahead.
So a couple of facts. I'm American, I'm Jewish, my family lives in Israel. I just lived in Israel for the last 4 months. I got back 2 weeks ago.
You dodged the bullet there.
Literally. So what I think everyone who's never been to Israel and to Palestine don't really understand. You don't really understand until you go to the territories around the West Bank and around Gaza, and you're close up and you see the wall, and when you see the surveillance, and when you see cameras pointed towards the settlers, just a couple, and then you see thousands of cameras pointed towards the West Bank and to Palestinians, and those cameras are pointed into their homes, like not just the streets, not the public areas, straight into their homes, into their backyards, on their rooftops. I mean, until you see it, and you see that there are, on the checkpoints, there are autonomous weapons loaded and ready to shoot someone based on video footage, and that those autonomous weapons are pointed on one side. Like, I don't think people understand what occupation means. And I don't understand because I haven't lived it. I have only looked at it from a distance. But what I can imagine is if you're a child and you're growing up knowing that the country that you live in hates you and that they are willing to kill you, having never met you in their life based on just a video image, that the facial recognition and the surveillance and the high degree of technology and spyware that they have guarantees that they could pick off Hamas members one by one without ever blanket bombing Palestine. There's no way that this level of intelligence that Israel has doesn't dictate that what they're doing is a massacre and it's genocide, and that the occupation is inhumane, and that it's not based in religion, it's not based in who was there first, and it's not based in a tit for tat. It's white supremacy, and it's dictatorship, and it's power and control and humiliation of a people who have nothing to do with the hostages taken and the people who were brutally murdered. Because yes, that is horrible. Those are my friends. Like, those are people I know. Like, I still have a family member who's missing, and we're giving DNA trying to figure out where they are. We don't know if they're dead or alive. But then also I have Palestinian friends who don't have water, who have for years and years now lost loved ones and children, and have given birth at checkpoints, and who have been humiliated and dehumanized under an occupation and an apartheid, that if you are a child who grows up in that, why would you not fight for your dignity or stand up for your freaking rights? And if it's about who was there first, then America needs to take a good long look at the reservations that we put all these Native Americans into, and the poverty that they live under. If it's this land belongs to whoever was here first, then we have a big reckoning to do.
I'm turning in these medals today for the people of Afghanistan, Iraq, Palestine, and all victims of occupation across the world.
I'm here to return my Global War on Terrorism medal and my National Defense medal because they're both lives.
I'm returning my medals today because under the guise of freedom and democracy, I stole the humanity of the Iraqi people and lost mine.
As part of the invasion of Iraq in 2003, and out of love and respect out of the Iraqi people and the people of Afghanistan, I'm going to return these representations of hate and destruction back where they came from.
Humanize people all around the world, because one of the first friends I made is Palestinian, and I spent the summer in West Bank. For the first time, I learned a little bit what it feels like to be on the receiving end when I was tear gassed in a little village just south of Ramallah. The only medal I'm going to keep is the humanitarian service one I got for being in New Orleans, because that's the only thing that we should be doing as humans.
The USA government and Israel need to be held accountable for the war crimes, genocide, torture, and drone attacks. I'm returning my medals. They can have them.
I was a nuclear, biological, chemical specialist for a war that didn't have any weapons of mass destruction. I'm one of 40,000 people that left the United States Armed Forces because this is a lie.
I'm giving back my medals for the children of Iraq and Afghanistan. May they be able to forgive us for what we've done to them. May we begin to heal, and may we live in peace.
I'm here to return my medals because I cannot stand in solidarity and peace with my brothers and sisters in Iraq and Afghanistan as long as I wear them.
Instead of liberating the people, I was liberating their oil fields.
I'm returning my medal today because I want to live by my conscience rather than being a prisoner of it.
I will not continue to trade my humanity for false heroism.
I'm going to toss this medal today for the 33,000 civilians who died in Afghanistan that won't have a monument built for them.
This medal right here is for the 1/3 of the women in the military that are sexually assaulted by their peers. We talk about standing up for our sisters in Afghanistan. We can't even take care of our sisters here. And this medal right here is because I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all of you. I'm sorry.
Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. We begin today's show with a young woman described as the Rosa Parks of Palestine, 17-year-old Ahed Tamimi. Last year, Ahed became a hero to Palestinians after a video went viral showing her slapping a heavily armed Israeli soldier near her family's home in the occupied West Bank. The incident came just after Ahed learned her cousin had been gravely wounded by the Israeli soldier who shot him in the head using a rubber-coated steel bullet. Video of Ahed confronting the soldier went viral, elevating her into a symbol of Palestinian resistance. Ahed Tamimi was soon arrested in the middle of the night, charged with assault on an Israeli military court. She was sentenced to 8 months in an Israeli prison. She turned 17 there. She celebrated her 17th birthday behind bars. Her mother was also arrested and charged for incitement, in part for streaming video online showing the interaction between Ahed and the Israeli soldier. Both Ahed and her mother, Nariman, were released in late July. Last week, soon after she was released, Democracy Now!'s Nermeen Sheikh and I spoke with Ahed Tamimi from her home in the West Bank village of Mandvi Salah. Ahed, welcome to Democracy Now! How does it feel to be free from jail?
طبعا شعور حلو كتير وهي يعني فرحة.
It's an extremely wonderful feeling. I hope all prisoners, men and women, live to experience this joy. Of course, my joy is incomplete because my brothers and sisters remain in prison, and I hope that they are liberated and feel the happiness that I feel today.
Can you talk about the day you were released? Can you talk about that Sunday where the Israeli military took you and your mother?
I
was released from prison at 5:30.